Round two. So here are all of the eco-friendly decisions I've made in my kitchen that I consider a little bit hard. Coming in at number one, beeswax wraps. I don't even like holding these. Blech. I don't like it. They are sticky, they are gross. They leave a film all around the perimeter of my bowls and my containers. I'm just kind of not a fan. When I went into the eco-friendly world, I went nuts. I had the budget, so I was like, what does that give me? What does that give me? What does that give me? And beeswax wraps were one of the first things that I went to because I thought it was great. I love the idea of creating your own sandwich bag with something like this. You know, all you do are no meats and no citrus, okay? So you take your fruits, whatever, and then you just like wrap it up. And then you have this cute little sandwich bag and you use the heat of your hands to mold it all together. It sticks, and then that's it. Once you're done using it, all you have to do is wash it with soap and cold water, and it's completely clean. And then all you do is dry it out over the sink, let it dry, and then you fold it up, and then you store it away, and then that's it. But yeah, you know, it's beeswax. It's gonna get on stuff, and for me, I haven't had a positive experience, but I don't want to talk too much crap about it because there are people who swear by beeswax, and I just, you know, like I said, what's hard for me may not be hard for you. So if you like the idea of being able to mold your own sandwich wraps, you know, any kind of wrap, then that's the perfect item for you. Okay, you're gonna hate me on this one. The second thing that I think is a little bit hard and tricky when it comes to being eco-friendly is that I no longer buy cookies and crackers that come in packaging. Yeah, that's right. No more Oreos, no more Chips Ahoy, no more Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't buy that stuff anymore. And I try to source snacks that come in bulk containers. So for my chips, I use dehydrated vegetables that are lightly salted with sea salt. For my snacky snacks, I find chocolate covered raisins and then dark chocolate covered animal crackers because I can scoop them out and pour them in something like this. And then I'll have things like corn nuts, cashews, and then dates because I can also get dates without packaging. I know, you're probably like, fuck that. I love Oreos so much. So I'm not saying that I'm never gonna buy Oreos again. That's unrealistic. I probably will. I'm a sucker for the Halloween Oreos. I feel like they're life and Halloween is coming. So to say that I'll never buy it again would be a straight out lie. But I do make a conscious effort to just buy in bulk. And if I'm craving like horrible sweets, what I'll do is I'll look up a bakery that's near me or a donut shop, and then I'll go with my own container. You're just gonna die on me. That's fine too. We can still see, right? I will go with my own container, and then I will just say, can I get 6 donuts? And then they'll pull out 6 donuts on a tray, and then I will grab them myself and put them in my own container. I'll buy my own muffins, I'll buy my own bread, I'll buy whatever it is that I can. But I don't have the perfect container for breads and donuts and stuff right now, so I haven't bought that recently because I haven't found a bread box that I like, and that's secondhand because I try to shop secondhand first. I haven't found one that I liked yet, but once I find a bread box, my ass is gonna be at the freaking donut shop like every day. So the next thing that I think is a little hard is going to the farmers markets. So for me, I buy all of my produce from the farmers markets, and that also includes eggs. I bring this giant ass container to the farmers market. This thing will hold 21 eggs, and when I have to bring the big kahuna, it's such a thing, it's such an ordeal. Buying a lot of eggs and trying to haul this around a farmer's market is not the easiest thing. I brought my I have this wagon. It's kind of big because you could take it to the beach, but it's like foldable. It's amazing. I love this wagon. But when I take the wagon to the farmer's market, I feel like I'm in everybody's way because I have this clunky thing behind me. You know, there's only so much space a farmer's market's gonna have. Usually it's like in the middle of a main street, you know? and it's tight. And my farmer's market, it's a little tight. So I feel like an asshole every time I bring the wagon. So I try not to do that. I have a smaller one, which is much easier, and I use a rubber band to keep the lid shut. This will hold 12, right? Yes, 12. So usually I'll go every week and buy 12 eggs just so that I can replenish this perfectly. I normally don't go through this many eggs in a week. That's a lot. So I haven't had to bring this guy. But when I brought this like twice, and I was like, this is miserable. Now I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I do have a filter, but here's the thing. I don't like the water in my building. The taste of the water, I don't know, I don't like it. So I would rather have spring water and then take it to get recycled. I'm trying to get used to it, and that's why this is hard for me, because I'm trying to just be like, shut up and drink the fucking water. It's fine. Like, it's in the back of my head that this water is contaminated, because sometimes, like, I don't know, I don't like the piping system in my bathroom, and I just feel like it's all the same thing. So this one's hard. Oh my God, this takes a long time to pour out, doesn't it? And it leaks out every time I pour. I fucking hate that shit. That's all in your head. It's like a weird metal taste. I don't know. That seems pretty sus to me. Another thing in my kitchen that I find to be a little bit tricky is when I go out to spend the day anywhere that doesn't involve food. Behind me, I have a collection of bento boxes that I will use to take on the road with me when I'm shopping all day or whatever, because I'm trying to avoid eating as much processed food as possible, and that includes the Jack in the Box, the Wendy's, all of that jazz. I can't do it. It's too much for me. So I bring my own food. I can't reach it without getting a ladder, but like this little boy right here, I'll use this cutie patootie to take with me if I have things like hummus or some sort of salad that I really want to keep cold. I'll take that and utilize ice packies in my lunchbox. I like the soft ones because I also use these when I have a headache, and it's not this big old block square of ice. I do have some of those too, but like these are my favorite ones because then I can like easily just like rest my head on it and not have to worry about it hurting me. And then this, because I have a backpack that I use, and so this is so cute to like fill up with like little snacks. If I don't want to bring like a full-on sandwich or something, I'll fill this up with like raisins, the little raisins that I have, the snackies, and then fits in one little side of my backpack, and then my water bottle fits in the other side. The bentos though is a bit tricky, and you know, when you can just easily shove a sandwich into like a reusable bag and then take it with you, I like to go a little bit extra because bentoing is like a little, not hobby, but it's something that I really enjoy doing. I swear to God, I don't have kids, but if you looked around my apartment, you would think I did. It's the preparation, whether it be the night before or the morning of when I have to just do a bunch of shit. I will take the time to do this instead of getting fast food from a place that gives you a bunch of waste. It saves me from spending money. When I have my own water on me, I'm less likely to go to Starbucks. I'm less likely to get a drink somewhere at some convenience store. I'm less likely to shop when I have my own. So with this, it's a little tricky because it's a little extra work. I know I don't have to make it this hard on myself, but I do. Another thing that I find a little bit hard, it's not that hard though, it's just like kind of an irritating thing every now and then, is my coffee setup. So I use a Keurig machine, and you're probably like, what? I don't use Keurig pods. Let me show you what I use. Keurig makes their own reusable container, and so what you do is you just take out the little cup and fill it up with your own coffee grounds. Clearly I need to clean mine from this morning. Dump it out, you clean it, and then when you're done, you just put it back in, you close it, Bam. So you use your own coffee grounds. You can get coffee from anywhere. Grind it up yourself. I don't grind it up myself. I just buy coffee grounds anywhere. Then you place it back into your machine and then live your life. Sometimes though, this thing leaks out in the weirdest way. It doesn't always give me perfect coffee. Sometimes the water just gets everywhere and then I have to clean up a mess. And then cleaning out this coffee filter is like an annoyance in itself because the coffee kind of gets stuck. You gotta really get it out in there. In the morning, the reason why it's tricky for me is because I've become accustomed to using the Keurig pods. But now that I'm not using the pods anymore, that quick pop, pop, pop feeling of a Keurig machine has left the building. But I don't want to go a traditional route of buying like a coffee pot because that's just too much coffee. I just need 1 cup and I'm good. So I like the ease of the 1 cup. It's annoying. It's not hard. It's just annoying. But when it does have that leakage problem, I don't know what causes it and I don't know why it's happening. It doesn't happen every time either. It's just every now and then. So that's a little hard. And then the very last thing that I think is a bit tricky and hard about going sustainable for me is the lack of paper towels. If someone were to ever ask me in my apartment, do you have paper towel? I'm gonna be like, well, what needs to be cleaned? Because I have a process of when to use specific items. So I have here just like a towel that I no longer use. I just cut it up. I know, I don't know how to sew, okay? And this is the realness. This is what happens when I wash it because I don't know how to hem things. And I'm not paying that alterations place ever again because that was really expensive. $3 a napkin, get out of here. If I spilled something, I will use the terry cloth. If I don't have any more terry cloths, which happens quite often, I will then have to get this wet and then try to wipe up everything. But because it's already wet, then it becomes more wet and then I have to do this whole thing and then I gotta wash this and it's like, and then in the bathroom, I use paper towels. Did my cat accidentally shit on the rug? I'm using paper towels. It's the poop particles for me. So that's it. Those are all of the hard things that I do when it comes to living a more sustainable life. They're not that bad. It's just like, you know, it's getting out of that like, but that was so much easier mindset, you know? And nowadays, because I do this often, I don't even remember what it's like doing it the old way. I don't even remember what it's like just buying. No, I remember what it's like buying cheese and plastic and all that stuff. I get it. But I just know that these efforts that I make are making a huge difference. Oh, that's another thing. I just took out the trash. Because I've gone eco-friendly, this is now the size of my trash can in my kitchen. I'm not kidding. So with everything that I'm doing in my kitchen alone and knowing that I don't have that much trash, it's remarkable how much trash I don't have now. I feel less guilty about those moments, like during Halloween, when I sure as hell plan on buying some damn Oreos. I don't want anyone to feel guilty when you're choosing to still buy paper towels or you're choosing to still do whatever. It's fine. But as you've seen in everything that I've done in these last 2 videos, the fact that I don't create as much waste as I used to, I mean, I wish I had a counter of like how much waste I don't create anymore. Like how much did I used to create and how much, I wish there was like a thing that tells me like what you're doing every week. Cause that for me, I would love to know a number. I think top of my head, I've reduced my waste in my house from the kitchen. I would say a good 75% less waste in my kitchen. Can I say that much? I don't know. I'm gonna assume because of that little ass trash can. So I just wanna make that clear. Every little thing that you do, even if it's just using a reusable bag, if that's all you can do, I'm telling you it makes a difference. The less plastic that goes into the landfill, the less damage we are doing to the earth. And that's all that we're trying to do. Don't let anybody in the zero waste community, or if you join Facebook groups, don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody make you feel like what you're doing isn't good enough. Don't. do not subscribe, you come back to this channel and Mama Lana gonna treat you right. We're not doing that here, absolutely not. So if I didn't mention it before, I'm going to link Earth Hero below in the description box. Earth Hero is like the eco-friendly Amazon. So if you're trying to find a sustainable option for whatever it is that you're looking for, look on that site first. And I would appreciate if you use my link to go to Earth Hero, because it's an affiliate link and I get a little kickback from that. And that's how I'm making money as a content creator right now. So use my link, go to Earth Hero and find whatever it is you're looking for. I'm also going to link some of my favorites in the description box below. And if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends. Let's get more people on the eco-friendly train. And if you want to support me as a content creator, please send me a coffee by clicking the coffee link below. I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.